All right, come on, let's get this cracking.
It's me. Can you picture this? Baby, David, good looking, baby. CYP got another. I see y'all. Yeah. Can you picture this? You know, rocking with CYPT. Podcast of the D with Clay and the crew. It's like my CTV. They be giving game out so much, you could take the same route. Especially if you take risks, this YouTube, you make sense.
What up, doe? What up, doe? You are listening to the CYPT podcast, the podcast for the strongest, fastest, most powerful print shop in Detroit City. Just ask about us. I am Just Niles.
It's your boy Lance.
And I'm Clay.
This program is brought to you by Whiff, the Wash and Fine fragrance detergent, helping your custom garments last longer and smell amazing. Today, we would like to talk about business integrity. And this seems to be a really important topic that you want to talk about. Why did you want to, like, it's a thing. Yeah, it's a thing.
You know, that's the thing with me. It's honesty, you know what I'm saying? It gets you farther than dishonesty. It may not seem like it in the short term, but in the long run, you'll go a lot farther in business integrity.
I shared something with you earlier this week, this Wednesday. I shared something with you earlier this week about how one of the reasons I stay working here, one of the reasons I enjoy working here is because I like the way you move as an owner, as a leader, as someone with integrity. It'd be other places. Sometimes you be getting vibes when you walk in there. You're like, I don't know if this is where I want to be, but this place is colorful.
Yeah, it rubs off. It rubs off on the employees and also the customers. They can tell whether you're a honest businessman and you're transparent in all your business
ethics.
Yeah.
So today we want to talk about business integrity, what it means, and why does it matter. We're going to start with the actual definition of integrity, which is a firm adherence to a code or moral set of values, incorruptible. That's a pretty big thing to say. I want to know what you would say business integrity is.
Just being straight up, honest. You know what I'm saying? Giving the person a fair and honest quality work.
Making sure that everything is on the. So when someone comes in and they ask, I want a t-shirt, but I want this one to last. You make sure you let them know which one of these is only built for a day. Right.
Yeah.
Which one of these
I don't like taking
built
advantage
for a weekend.
Taking advantage of people. I usually, find out what they're getting, and I'm gonna lead them to the right thing to get, not spending their money. So sometimes I even will tell a customer, you don't need that. It's just for a one-day event. Why spend this money on this? You should get this. Just being honest with them.
You'll tell a customer?
Yeah, I don't always look at the bottom line and try to make a profit off everything. Sometimes it's just not worth it. You want to help the customer out and give them the best advice that you can give them, as well as, yourself. You want to look out for yourself as well, but giving them good advice, it's a plus.
So there's a, I don't know, if there is a customer and they come in and they're just really excited, the ones like that, I don't know, they it's burning a hole in their pocket. They just gotta get this. They gotta get this. And you explain to them, this isn't what you want. This isn't what you need.
Yeah.
Let me sit you down. You'll bring them back to reality.
Yeah. Sometimes I bring them back to reality. It's not all about the buck. However, if you want it, I can't change your mind, and then that's what I'll give you. But just giving them a good product quality wise. I don't want to give.
I was going to say, what are a couple ways that a business can make sure that they practice good integrity?
Give them their money's worth. You know what I'm saying? Not giving them something that's like cheap and just going to fall apart and they spent good money. However, you know, if we do have products that's not as good as our top tier products, but I fully disclose that and tell them from the beginning, well, this is what you're paying for. It's not going to last as long as this item would, but for the money, it's worth it.
Have you ever had a customer? Now, when you do that, has a customer ever tried to take advantage of that integrity, or does that not ever happen?
Yeah, of course you're gonna get that.
What do you do? How do you handle that?
Just stick to my guns and just be me. You know, a lot of times customers try to get over on you, and you see that. But they, like I tell you, they can only get over on you once. They can't keep coming back in with the same sob story. You know, I'm missing a T-shirt. We counted them with you, didn't we? Yeah, you did, but still, when I got home, it wasn't there. Okay, you had 16 T-shirts. I said, man, just make them another one. And you like, man, I know they were in the bag.
Oh no, we counted them.
We counted them. But like I say, they can only do that one time. They can't come back and do that to you again.
But that does help them. That does help keep a customer though. At the same, I know you're saying they can't do it again, but that does keep.
At the end of the day, it helps you keep that customer. And it may have been an honest mistake on our part. Maybe we miscounted. So I always give them the benefit of the doubt. And it's like I said, at the end of the day, it's a T-shirt.
There was a situation a little while ago where it was a customer. They had bought one of our bracelets or whatever, and I don't know if they were cage fighting or wrestling a gorilla, but it broke. And they said they weren't doing anything. They said they were just sitting there and it broke. I just didn't know why they felt the need to say that. But we still, they came back.
Yeah, they came back. We just remade the bracelet. You know, you might lose a couple dollars in the beginning, but then again, you keep that same customer and they spend money over the time. And
do you plan for that? If you have to take a hit.
Yeah, you got a plan for that. It's all included in your price, and you got times where you know you're gonna have to redo stuff, and it's included in the pricing. Mistakes, you include that in your overall pricing with everything.
Tell me what benefits does running a business with integrity have for your place of business, your
well at the end of the day, it makes me feel good running a business based on a strong integrity model, because people look at me and they look up to me when I run a business like that, because they can see it. A customer may have given you an extra $100 bill or something, and you just like give that back to them. Hey, you paid me too much, and then you got other people looking at you as you're doing that, and they say, you know, like, this is a man I can trust. This is a man I can work for. This is a man that has strong integrity model, and that I want to just, you know, I want to be around them because I can trust them, and trust goes a long way.
I take my card. The people who I take my card to, I feel they have good business practices and good integrity, which is why I take my card to them when I'm like, I need X, Y, and Z. I appreciate someone telling me, no, you don't need that. Your problem is actually this. It's going to cost you $20.
Yeah.
And I came in ready to spend, $1,000.
Right. Someone else can tell you, this is wrong with your car, and then you take it over there and say, yeah, such and such told me this was wrong with my car, and it's probably gonna cost me $1,000. You say, no, this is just a screw right here. We just tighten this up for you, send you on your way. I got that same thing about me. If you don't need something, I don't want to sell you nothing that you don't need. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think one of the things that it does is it really increases the word of mouth. You know, bad news travels.
It does
at lightning fast speed.
And I wasn't always like that. I wasn't always like that during my business practices in the beginning. But I learned that it does not go far, and actually, I didn't get far. When I started to have better integrity, I started to see myself climb up the ladder, not slow, but actually faster, because, like you say, it goes a long way. It may seem like you're getting over in the beginning, but it's shortly outlived when you have bad business practices.
I've been really liking the whole satisfaction guarantee thing that we've been really focusing on. If there's a speck on the shirt, you do tell us to remake it. You do tell us to remake it, and what I like about that, we be getting a lot of influx of people coming in asking, you know, are we hiring right now with this? And I do think it's because that good word, this is a place of, you know, value. This is a place of morals. Mm-hmm. It makes people want to come in, not just people looking for employment, but customers. They want to go somewhere where they know they're spending their money,
right?
And they know they're getting quality back instead of just bleh.
Yeah.
Has that ever deterred you? Have you ever had an experience at a company that didn't practice good? You don't spend no names.
Yeah, no, I've worked.
But is that one of the things that made you how did you feel?
I've worked in a company that did not have good business practice, and I also have witnessed companies that didn't have good business practices. One of their models was CTP, and it stood for cheat the people.
That was model.
That was one of their models, and so they would like not give up the portions that they were supposed to give, and cut back on the portions just to save money. But like I say, at the end of the day, you know, you get home and then you open up your container and you ain't got a full portion of whatever you're supposed to have, and then that's not good.
No. Yeah. What are a couple ways that you can enhance your company's integrity? What do you just check every corner? What are a couple ways that you just make sure?
Yeah, just checking up and making sure that integrity is being displayed at all times, and that goes along with the people that you have on your team, making sure that they're doing the proper thing, and that goes a long way too. Just
so that making sure your team is trustworthy.
Your team members are trustworthy too. You might have to pull them to the back and say, you know, hey, I'll let you for a minute. You know,
how do you determine that when you're hiring someone here? How do you determine whether they have the values that you hold here so dearly?
Well, character is seen when you can feel it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times you may be wrong. There have been instances where I was wrong, and the character just didn't match up with what I thought that person was. So like my grandma used to say, whatever don't come out in the wash, it come out in the rinse. And you don't have to just sit back. You don't have to look for, you know, bad business practices. It'll just come out on its own.
Do you think that good business practices ensures longevity rather than maybe bad business practices?
Yeah,
or
yeah,
like karma, business karma.
Undoubtedly, bad business practices will catch up to you quick, and you won't last. I wouldn't be in business this long if I had bad business practices, because it just wouldn't last. I've had employees with bad business practices. They rubbed off kind of wrong, kind of bad. I try to, like keep employees around, but at the end of the day,
have you ever had to fix a situation?
You have to do what's best for the company and the business to further yourself and grow. You don't want to just keep someone around that has bad business practices.
I agree with that wholeheartedly. Just so much the company that you keep is really big. Right. That person who's standing at your front counter may not be you. That person standing at your front counter is handling things all the time. You have to make sure that they are on the same page that you are.
Right.
Has anyone, give me an example of someone coming in, or you knowing that you went the extra mile, like you didn't have to do this. It will probably have a fun. Give me an example when you went the extra mile and it paid off.
All the time I'm always saying, if it's questionable, and you have to ask, hey, how does this look? If you asking me, then 9 times out of 10 you asking me for a reason. So I'm like, yeah, let's just do it over. And I do that quite often. Because like I say, at the end of the day,
is it way more costly?
Yeah,
is it way more costly?
I don't look at it like it's way more costly, because at the end of the day, you want to put out a good quality product. And if some things like slip by, some things slip by and it gets out the door. And if it were to return, and undoubtedly, I would just, if a customer had a problem with something, I would try to, make sure.
I feel like we try our best. If there's ever, I don't know, there's no bench order that comes in, and their funeral's tomorrow.
Yeah, sometimes we're under pressure.
We did the best. Yeah,
we do the best we can do. But like I say, we are all human, and mistakes do happen. This is a business that requires you to stay focused, and but like I say, sometimes mistakes happen. This is a business where we're doing custom, so it's not always perfect. These are not machines. Well, they are machines, but it's man with machines, and sometimes mistakes can happen, misspellings, typos, or things of that nature. But if that does happen, if it's a period missing out of something, it's like you asked me, was the period there? Should you do it over? Yeah, if we can catch it.
If we can
catch it.
Man, you just do that to me so much. No, it's cool though. Like I would rather you catch it. I would rather us catch it before it goes out the door, because our name is on it, and I think this was really big.
Yeah,
our name is on it. Anything that you do, come from a flyer to an obituary to a T-shirt, that your name is on that. Our name is on it. And we have to make sure that we're sending out good work, and I think we are. Have you noticed the influx? I'm sorry, the change. So we were getting some type of reviews, but now we're getting the reviews I see coming back, and the posting that people are posting on our site and their sites. It's changed. Everything's going for the better. When we really turned that up. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, I did notice that. But like I say, that goes a long way. Word of mouth goes a long way. So you want to keep giving out good quality. You want to keep giving out a good service. You want to have a business that a person is like glad to come in, friendly services,
No, I am, because you. So it used to be just like, I don't know.
For a while,
for a while there was like a phase. Some people would just coming in like see certain people.
Yeah.
Right. But now I feel like people come here for the experience that you've provided.
Exactly.
With this process, it used to just be one thing, but it's a completely different feel now, and that is because of Nope. That period is missing. Reprint all of them. Nope.
Yeah.
That color's off. Reprint all of them. I remember a time where we could get a JPEG and we would just slap it on there. But now it's like, no, that's not going to look good when you blow it up. You make us take the extra step to make sure that the customer's order comes out way better than they expected that.
Right.
And I think that's what keeps them bringing it back.
And you want to give them something better than what they expected. Just 10 minutes ago.
Just 10 minutes ago.
The obituary. I know, like we get a lot of customers, and you guys out there just doing
your own breaks.
You guys out there doing your own artwork. Bless your heart, but we want you to have the best looking product available. So I'll give you the option to say, look, well, especially if you spending that type of money.
Yeah.
So here's what we did for you. It's not going to cost you anything else, but I just wanted you to have a good product, and that's on us.
Do you feel it makes you work twice as hard?
Sometimes it does, but you'll get paid back later. I think I learned that from my dad. He was a real stickler for perfection. Like
to this day,
he would like.
I be scared when he sees something that I did. When he comes in and I see him looking at an obituary, he walks in. He's like,
but I didn't realize till later on in life, like that was very important of getting better at what you're doing and just being an honest businessman, just the honesty and, running your business with integrity that goes along with the vendors that you buy things from. You want to pay them in a timely manner. You don't want to just like play them and short them. You just want to be that honest businessman, and then.
So business integrity not only works with your clients, but works with other businesses that you
works out on the street. Somebody might lend me some credit out in the street, and I've been witness to someone else saying, "Oh, this vouching for me. This guy here, oh, he stand up. Go ahead and give him whatever he want." Because you have that good rapport with other people, so they'll lend you.
Now, how do you keep someone else from ruining your name?
Well, it speaks for itself. You know what I'm saying? People can talk all they want. I can say bad stuff about you all I want, but if it's not true, then it's not true.
So you saying really Pops instilled that in you. Now, he started it when you were working with him. Was it difficult? Was he like you are with the
yeah? It was difficult because I was just like saying, well, that's good enough. I know you can't be perfect. And I used to tell him, well, you can't be perfect. But he would just say, yeah, you can try.
Perfect.
I really like that I can be out in the streets, and this is every time I wear that shirt and people know what we do, they're like, "Oh, you work at that shop on Greenfield Rd," and that Lance will make sure that he gets the name in when we get out of here. That shop on Greenfield Rd. Yes, my auntie came in there. She had a great experience. It's always a smile on people's face, and not that it wasn't always like that, but it is better. I think we're better, and I think we're only getting better. And I really want to encourage all companies to embrace that integrity, and I'm really happy that we do that here as big as we do it here, because it is satisfaction guaranteed, and you know that when you come here, we're gonna absolutely treat you like family.
Exactly. So key to it is like give that person value, give that customer value, give that employee value, and in the long run, it'll work out for you, guaranteed.
You are listening to CYPT podcast. You are listening to CYPT Podcast. You are listening to CYPT Podcast. CYPT Podcast. CYPT.